You want to know some of the tricks that narcissists use to try to make you look like you're the one who is the problem. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and by the end of this video, I'm going to give you 5 tricks that narcissists use to make you look like you're the one who is the problem, and especially during cases, and I see this all the time. I am an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert, and I've written several best-selling books, and I've litigated lots and lots of cases, and I've helped many, many people go from lives of drama, trauma, and chaos to step into lives of freedom, possibility, and purpose. And I want to help you do the same thing. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you can do the same thing, because I upload brand new videos every single day, and I want to help you break free as well. Okay, so they do a lot of things, and they're very, very sneaky about how they make you look like you're the one who is the problem. And I want to help you figure this out. And you want to make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to save the best one till the end so that you can make sure that you know what they do before they do it. All right. So you're going to be on to them by watching this video. So the number one thing that they do is they trigger you. They trigger you. They goad you. They trigger you in a number of different ways. They do it in person, of course. I mean, I've seen clients where they're soon to be ex, they show up with video equipment. They do all this ridiculous stuff to try to goad you, to try to trigger you, they want to get under your skin. They purposely do things. They purposely try to trigger you so that they try to get a reaction out of you. And then they use that reaction against you. They go, oh, look, that's the one who's crazy. And they use that reaction against you. And remember, in a divorce or a breakup, even if it's a business situation, because I had dealt with a narcissist in a business situation, they use that against you. It's like getting arrested. Anything you do or say will be used against you. And I'm going to tell you right now, anything you put your hand to is a potential trial exhibit. Anything you write, anything you post is a potential trial exhibit. So before you hit send, before you hit post, just imagine the judge is like watching over your shoulder, like looking at you. And if you don't want to see it again at a very inopportune time, like on cross-examination, then don't hit send, don't hit post, because you will. And I've had to be in that situation where I've had to defend clients, and you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to get caught, and you don't want your lawyer or you, if you're representing yourself, to be trying to spin that. So don't allow them to trigger you. Don't allow them to put yourself in that position. Just, go gray rock. You know what gray rock is? You're like a gray rock. You're just like a boulder. You just sit there and you're just like, okay, got it. I see you. Just observe their behavior. And I have a whole lot more on that in my video called Narcissism 101, What It Means to Go Gray Rock. And you can definitely check that out if you want to know more about that. And I highly recommend that you do, because that will definitely help you. All right. So number one, they try to trigger you, and then they use your reaction against you. Number two, they accuse you of being the one who is abusive. And they do this either to your face or in pleadings or in letters or in emails. They write it to you, and then they use that as an exhibit, or they put it right in Our Family Wizard or whatever, or they say it to their flying monkeys. And they do this even sometimes long before the discard phase, or they accuse you of being some kind of alcoholic or some kind of drug addict or whatever. And they do this even long before the discard phase, like they'll start planting these seeds, and they put it in terms of care and concern. they'll say, oh, I'm so concerned about her, she had a little too much to drink last night. And, I'm just so worried. I'm so worried about her, and they'll say that even long before you start to break up sometimes. And then when you do end up breaking up, they can say, oh, so-and-so has a drinking problem. I told you about that. Remember I mentioned that to you a long time ago? You see what I'm saying? That's what happens. And you just need to shut that down right away. And I do have a video on how to shut down the narcissist smear campaign, which you can check out as well. And you just, shut them down. If you agree with me on that, just put shut them down in the comments right now. Shut them down. It's time to shut them down. And you can definitely do that. Shut them down. Okay. The next thing they do is, the whole gaslighting thing, make you feel like everything is your fault. And, that whole projection and deflection thing, lying and denying, projection and deflection, they're very, very good at making you feel like everything is your fault all the time. They constantly are twisting things and making you feel like you're always wrong. You're the problem. And so you feel like you're inadequate all the time. If you had just done more, that things could have been better. And they do this to other people as well. And so they paint this picture that you were the problem, that, if you'd have just made more money, or if you'd have just done this, or if you'd have just done that. So you just constantly feel like everything is your fault, that's why you are where you are in life, because everything is your fault. So that's number 3. Number 4 is they literally file false pleadings. So they might actually file like a false domestic violence injunction. They might actually put things in a divorce petition that is actually false. I've seen that all the time. Or they might actually just write a letter to the other attorney that is actually false. Or they might actually file a false financial document, or they might actually file a false motion or something like that, where they actually put things in affidavits that are just blatantly false. And then you have to sit there and defend yourself and say, this is not true, or that's not true. They'll say that you spent all kinds of money. That's not true. And make it look like you are this person who is really, really careless with money. Or they might just say that you are really, really irresponsible with your children, that you didn't feed them at all for like the entire weekend, or you only fed them junk food for the entire weekend, or something like that. So those are the kinds of things that they'll do to make it look like you are the problem. And then the last thing that they will do, number five, is they will literally manipulate evidence. I've seen them actually hack into people's computers and delete emails out of people's computers, but the other ones might actually present evidence in court where they take several chunks of text messages out. That's why I tell people use email, use court-approved apps, things like that. It's a lot harder to manipulate emails. It's a lot harder to manipulate court-approved apps, meaning like, if you have children using apps like Our Family Wizard or Talking Parents or Co-Parenter or something like that, they're much harder to manipulate. Text messages are much easier to manipulate. So they literally will manipulate evidence. I've seen it happen. Depending on how malignant the narcissist is, they will do that. They will maybe even try to tamper with witnesses, try to get people to change their testimony, try to get people to lie. I've seen moms get up on the stand and lie for their kids. But sometimes, if they're older, they have like their specific lines that they're supposed to say. And then once they get on cross-examination, they get off track and they get off script and they're not exactly sure what they're supposed to say beyond that, which is kind of an interesting thing to see sometimes, but they will lie, they will manipulate evidence. So those are the kinds of things, those are the kinds of tricks that you see narcissists pull to make you look like you are the one who is the problem. If you guys have seen anything like that, let me know and put what you've seen in the comments below. And if you need any additional help, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com, and make sure to join my free private Facebook group at Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure that you do that, subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. And if you need additional support, we do have a partnership with BetterHelp, which we have a link to below also. And as always, remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And never give in and never give up. They only win if you allow them, because they are way more afraid of you than you are of them. Always remember that. You can definitely win this. So don't give in and don't give up. All right. I will definitely see you guys in the next video.